बॉयज कैन आई टेल यू, अभी मैंने जस्ट आने के पहले रिफ्रेश किया तो मुझे पता ये चला है कि जिस आर्मी ने 75% ऑफ टिकट्स अक्रॉस ऑल शोज खरीद लिए हैं. सो बड़म
That is crazy.
you, it's insane by the way. And
Yeah.
let us tell you how happy we are is that after a very long time in our live show performing careers, have we experienced the feeling of putting tickets up, and by the end of that day 25, 30, 40 odd percent of tickets going in like a few hours. So thank you very much to all of you in Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad and Delhi. मुंबई का एक और नया शो ऐड किया, उसके भी टिकट लिंक्स नीचे होंगे. सो थैंक यू, वी आर रियली एक्साइटेड. बट एक और चीज थोड़ा ऐड करना था, दैट फॉर ऑल द अदर सिटीज, यस वी हैव प्लान्स, एवरीथिंग इज इन मोशन. So we will be coming to a Chennai, Calcutta, Jaipur, Ahmedabad, Indore, Lucknow, and wherever else you guys want us to come, including out of India. So this is where we need your help. We are going to be floating a Google Doc. We had floated it a few years ago, but what it really does for us is ki if you're in Europe, you're in Middle East, Australia, US, wherever, just put down your email addresses. It becomes proof of concept for us to a promoter outside saying that dekh itne public ready hai aane ke liye, plus you will get first access to tickets, etc. So please fill that form. Request.
Two things to add here. One is that you can fill this form even if you live in India, because we'll try to send access to tickets earlier to whoever has given their emails. So if you want tickets sooner, you can put your email in, no matter where you live. Second, if you're in Europe and you happen to be a promoter or know somebody who is a promoter, please get in touch with us. Not even kidding. If you know how to book any sort of venue where performance happens, please get in touch.
So basically, we are going to ask you to fill email. Then we are going to ask you to become promoter. We are anyway staying at your houses. So the only thing left is if any of y'all are pilots and you can put 4 people on buddy tickets. So
if you know 4 people who can impersonate us and perform on stage, please let us know. Get in touch. We want to franchise this out.
So basically, this is a show produced by fans for fans.
Fans. Paid also by fans only.
Paid off.
Listen. We've made jokes about it, but we're serious also.
Yeah, serious. All jokes aside, please to fill the Google Docs. Please come for the shows. We are super excited, and we're going to make sure it's a tod-fod fadesh show. So on that note, चालू करते हैं आज का एपिसोड. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Internet Set. So a show where we take random history and weird facts, and personal stories and we talk about it. And today बहुत टाइम हो गया अपने को ये टॉपिक करके, और वो टाइम में क्या देखा, क्या सुना, क्या पढ़ा, इसके बारे में हम बात करने आए हैं. बिंज लिस्ट 4 में. तो बताओ.
बिंज लिस्ट 4.
But you know, I realized that
बिंज लिस्ट इनफाइनाइट है ना,
and then उसके अंदर एक बिंज लिस्ट भी है, which is a part of another topic. So it might be 5. It might be 6. Who cares? It's Binge List.
It's Binge List 2024.
And sorry, but
first quarter.
Can I recommend the first show of Binge List 2024? It's a brand new show. Don't think you guys have watched it.
Please, if you say Baby Reindeer.
No, I was going to say West Wing.
अरे sorry, मैं भूल गया, अभी तक चल रहा है ये सब. But अभी अगर Baby Reindeer बोल दिया है, please, boys, have you all watched the show or have you all?
No, I've been recommended that show 50 times so far. It's just that I don't have that amount of. It's just every series seems like such a commitment now. It's like, oh, I have to plan 10 hours.
I'm in Adar's boat. But more people have recommended Baby Reindeer to me than anything I've ever been recommended in my whole life.
You mean more than GOT and all?
More than everything, including health advice, life advice. Like, people have told me to watch Baby Reindeer more than they've told me to like stop eating Jawar puffs. It's crazy. Like,
dude, but what a show. What a show. Richard Gadd, the guy who made it. By the way, I found out only later that this was actually based off his one-man show that killed at Fringe.
Thakur, this was based on his stalking experience, which nearly killed him off stage.
So apparently, the people I'm working with, they know the girl.
in the
Oh,
show.
wow.
Yeah, so
Or the
because
one who's based
the
off on.
industry is small, right? Industry is small. So when you're working in the industry, so
Oh.
apparently both of them have one person shows about each other.
Also, this stalker also has a show.
Now it is his perspective versus her perspective. So it's like
Bro,
now it's
basically
like
ये सबके
ये
बीच में
stalker है नहीं है. हाँ.
ये सबके बीच में जीत रहा नेटफ्लिक्स है, क्योंकि अभी 2
हाँ.
महीने बाद
तेरा भी करेगा,
यूवी का
उसका भी
बनाया। एक काम करते हैं, ऑडियंस अपन भी एक बोल देते कि भाई ये शो देखे अपने को क्या हुआ, इसको एक डॉक्यूमेंट्री बना के दिखा दो नेटफ्लिक्स को।
पहले 4-person show and then
But Thakur, as the only person who's seen it, please can you describe the show and tell us why it's so hyped?
As the only person who's seen it, मतलब it came on Netflix and I hit play. It was literally that. मैं ऐसे घर पे बैठे, because contrary to you guys who don't seem to have time, Kautuk, I understand you're new father, तो तेरे पास time
Dude,
नहीं।
I want to come to my whole scene because
Yeah.
my binge list has become very different
Yes.
in the last 3 months.
But
He is
पता
on
नहीं
the bus.
मैं अपने लाइफ में कैसे टाइम निकाल पा रहा हूँ, but हम लोग देख रहे हैं, ठीक है?
I'll tell you what it is. It's the idea that I want to watch something seriously. That's why Baby Reindeer is something that अरे मैं बैठ के ऐसा properly देखेगा. वैसे whereas Fallout, I have a commute. I do like 90 minutes of commuting every day. So Fallout I put on my phone and I watched the entirety of Fallout, the whole season. Because train पे बैठ के देख सकता हूँ. But Baby Reindeer मेरे को घर पे बैठ के ऐसा seriously देखना है. That becomes like a chore.
बट मैं सुना है कि बेबी रेंडर में थोड़ा ट्रॉमेटिक भी हो सकता है.
Comedian, हाँ.
But
Dude,
Thakur,
it's
explain it.
dealing with such complex. In one line, it's basically the story of one guy who's stalked by this girl, and how just her stalking completely turns his life upside down. Right? So he was asked in an interview that what is Baby Reindeer about? He's like, it's all the events that happen in my life after I offered this one unknown person, this one stranger, out of the kindness and niceness of my heart, a cup of tea. And how that completely changed. By the way, in the show, they've shown as if she has stalked him for 2 years, but in actuality, it was 6 years. It is 6 years of being stalked by a person, and what happened. And the thing is, you would first assume that, oh, it's like a thriller stalker series, right? Because the premise sounds like that something insane happens. Yes, a part of it is that, but there is also his own story and stuff that has happened to him. And as a comic, when you watch it, it hits, because obviously it's a profession that we all do. So the relatability is a lot more, the struggles of a comedian trying to break out. How do you write material? What works? What doesn't? It is probably one of the best written and acted shows I've watched in the last year. And Richard Gadd, and I'm so sorry, I forget the girl's name who's playing the stalker. She is phenomenal. She is phenomenal. And everything from the cinematography, dialogues, the acting, everything is incredible, dude. Like if I talk more, I'll tell you the whole show. It's that good. It is that good. So please do yourself a favor and watch it.
Must.
Baby,
Okay, so I don't know if the woman's name is Nava Mao or Jessica Gunning. I don't know which one.
No, I think it's
both of them are in lead actor positions.
Dude, also in terms of inclusivity, like getting every different person from a different side of society to be a part of it. It's crazy. You'll know what I mean when you actually watch it. It is super inclusive. In terms of representation is there. And it's, dude, mental health bol, to jo bol, sab kuch hai issue. Sab kuch.
Wow.
And
dude, my binge list, like I was saying before, completely changed after Baby. I have watched.
You didn't have Baby Reindeer. You just had Baby.
Just Baby.
That is your binge list now.
Mostly, I have binged a channel on YouTube called Jingle Tunes. And I have played, like I was going through my YouTube history, right? I have played Lakdi Ki Kathi perhaps 600, 700 times, who knows? Like it sometimes plays in my brain while I'm going to sleep and shit. Like it's crazy.
Dude, but you are a father, तेरे घर पे तेरी बच्ची है, तो understandable, right? मेरे पास बच्चे नहीं है. मेरा एक टाइम पे प्लेलिस्ट वो था. बेबी कोको मेलन पे तो बच्चे पागल, कोकेन मेलन है वो, पब्लिक बच्चे पागल हो जाते हैं ब्रो। तू head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes.
No, and wheels on the bus go round and round.
Wheels on the bus.
Uska to playlist.
Peppa Pig.
Kautuk, have you considered after watching this much baby content now becoming a baby content creator? Because all the
I
channels
should.
are 20 million plus, 100
20
million
million plus.
Dude,
And the
it's
thing is,
insane. Child
the thi-
reviews toy
Not
is one of
child
the
review toy, bro. I'm saying these jingles which are just animated and put up, no, which are in open market. Other, if you put it out, there are 4-hour playlists on loop of the same song.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
wheels
yeah.
on the bus go round and round for 4 hours. Uska watch time 100% hai.
I have sat with a child, वो Peppa Pig का same video, उसने वो oink 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 to the point in a 4-hour car ride. He's seen the same video over and over, and he would get angry and just give it to his mother. She would rewind it and he would play it again.
dude, the other funny thing about it is, so we had gone to a friend's house. So her kid, he's about 4, and he was watching Hot Wheels on YouTube. Okay, the Hot Wheels, there's a Hot Wheels YouTube channel with some content on it. Now the thing is, and it's so funny how the child brain works. Okay, so basically, Sidhi is watching it with this kid, and in this show, there is one car which is shaped like a hot dog. Okay, so it's a hot dog with wheels on it. So Sidhi turns to him and she says, see, it's a hot dog. And he looks at her confused, baffled. He's like, no, it's a car.
It's like,
And she says,
"Itna
no, no.
dumb औरत है."
Yeah, she's like, it's, doesn't it look like a hot dog? No, it looks like a car.
वो बच्चा जाके अपने बाकी, अरे ब्रो मेरी एक आंटी आई थी यार, वो गाड़ी को देख के हॉट डॉग बोल रही, पता नहीं क्या बोल रहे हैं आजकल ये बड़े लोग आजकल कुछ ज्यादा ही.
But guys, I have to give it up for these parents who decided to launch a channel for their child at 3 years old called Ryan Toy Review.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a child who opens a box of toys, plays with them, and tells what he feels about the toy. He has 29 million subscribers.
Yeah, all the kids.
And
Bro,
he is a millionaire, multi-millionaire at 9. The child, they have set the child up for life.
But bro, there is also this guy called Blippi. Okay, Blippi, who is one guy in one multicolored shirt, multicolored pants, every episode with a bow tie and all that. His energy, he just does slapstick stuff. Okay, so he'll go and he'll try and he's enthusiastic and all of this jazz, and he's colorful. He's very colorful. So kids sort of really like him. But I'm saying, as an adult, you watch him. I swear, minute 3 में उसको चाटा मारने का मन नहीं किया ना. तुम लोग 3 मिनट उसको सह लिया ना, तुम लोग भगवान है. Bro, your patience level are through the roof. But kids love him.
Love.
Love
Dude,
him.
and the other thing about kids content is it has to, like, it can make sense, but it doesn't have to.
Yeah.
That's the right. There's just anything you can put together, anything, and it just works.
Yeah. Which is also now with the adult version of kid content is that Papi Gudiya, no? Which is what is it? फिर Papi Gudiya करके आई और ये
नहीं चुड़ैल गंजी
गंजी चुड़ैल,
हाँ.
not Papi Gudiya, sorry, गंजी चुड़ैल.
पापी गुड़िया अपने टाइम पे था ब्रो, करिश्मा कपूर और हरीश.
वो legit scary था.
Child's Play का हिंदी वर्जन पापी गुड़िया.
Wow, that is a recommendation for your binge list, right?
But you
there.
should watch it. It's bap.
Yeah.
But I have watched it in English, Hindi and Marathi, तीनों.
Okay, so I want to talk about 2 things. The first thing I want to talk about, which I saw. So I haven't had the time to binge a lot for updates that I will be able to tell you in the next episodes, not in this episode. In the next episode, I will be. You boys know it already. But
What is it? What is it?
Oh, well tried, Aadar. Well tried. 10 points. So I've not had a lot of time because I have to wrap up a couple of things and stuff like that. And in the middle of this, right?
Baba's getting his affairs in order.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm writing a will and all of that, right? So, I watched this Indrani Mukherjee documentary. I know it's a little...
Array!
Bro,
Baba, sorry, just pause 1 second. I just want to tell you something. So, ever since baby has come, right, I have only found time to watch two types of content: comedy and crime.
so let
Yeah.
me...
यही है मेरा.
So 8 minutes. तूने इंद्रानी
Both
देखा?
of them comforting.
एक
हाँ,
मिनट
मैंने उसका पॉडकास्ट तूने पॉडकास्ट सुना है?
एक मिनट,
10-hour पॉडकास्ट.
एक मिनट रुक. Please, also, please, can I tell you, Indrani Mukherjee now is on Instagram Reels doing dancing.
Bro,
It's
she's the
unreal.
first true crime influencer I have seen.
You either get incarcerated as a killer or live long enough to become
An
content
influencer.
creator on
So
Reels.
I will talk about the Indrani show. So, Kautuk, in your scheme of things, is the second
It's a
thing you watched,
confluencer. It's a convicted influencer.
uh, in your second, have you ended up watching either New York Homicide or the Jennifer Pam case?
No, but I'd heard about the Jennifer Pan case earlier. In fact, we've covered it on one of the
Yeah.
murder
Yeah,
mysteries.
Yeah.
So,
But
the
I'll tell you
Jennifer-
another thing I'd watch later. Huh.
So now, so there's that, and the other thing is this like this comfort watch, right? Like when you're eating food, like fatak say something that you've watched, bro. If you guys have seen something, I'm missing a good old sitcom, man, like a classic sitcom. Like a 22-minute.
वो गया. Brooklyn Nine-Nine was the last.
Yeah, like
After
अरे
that,
भाई तुम लोग की प्रॉब्लम क्या, तुम लोग वो बड़े वाले देख रहे हो, where you have to go into Australian content. Trust
Oh,
me,
Baba.
do yourself a favor and go charto all Australian content that's out there, because those guys are killing it. You want a
Yeah.
sitcom? It came to a point where I rewatched Schitt's Creek,
yes.
Family.
I'm in that.
ठीक है, ये सब कम्युनिटी, ब्रुकलिन 99 सब चाट लिया 2-3 बार. Then मैं इधर गया, I found a show, it's called Fisk, Fisk.
सुना है मैंने इसके बारे में.
Australian show. It's about a law firm. Bro, one of those like really like fun, feel good shows, but fucking funny. And it's about a law firm and all the shit that goes wrong in it. 8 episode है, वही 20-25 मिनट वाला Netflix पे. Dude, it is so good. 2 season if I'm not mistaken. एक या 2 season है. Barely any episodes, but so fucking well done.
Okay. So
Please watch that if you're
Sorry, just to also come back to the Indrani thing.
that's
right?
what I want to
In
talk
fact,
about.
I wanted to, I was talking to Thakur about this, and we were like, yeah, we should talk about this on the podcast. So the fact that firstly, we are getting so these true crime documentaries used to be made abroad. Now we're finding these Indian cases. Like there's another one called Dancing on the Grave, which is on Amazon Prime. It was also very well done. And like, dude, firstly, the fact that she's out, and firstly, the case is wild. I remember when it broke, right? Like I'm sure all of us remember this thing because it was like prime time news for weeks and weeks, because every time you thought the case was over, it was like one full Abbas Mastan movie.
Correct.
Like वो माँ नहीं, बहन है, बहन नहीं, ये है.
नहीं भाई, अरे मैं बाप हूँ, तू बाप
जो चाचा है वही चाचा है, जो चाचा है वही भतीजा है, जो भतीजा है वही चाचा है.
ही नहीं.
Exactly, right? So it just everything, it was just like one different twist. And then to have this documentary come out all these years later, and I think the clincher for this, the most riveting aspect of it, is to have Indrani in it.
Yeah.
Right? The fact that
she agreed to be a part of it. They went to everybody else.
Everybody else.
No, but Indrani is like, bro, come on, I'm going to do it. I'm sure she.
There were a couple of chilling things. First of all, that I want to talk about. The first thing is funny. Okay, so this thing that they keep referring to Marlow, the bungalow. Bro, Marlow is not a bungalow, it's a society. ठीक है, तो मतलब वो एक फ्लैट है. मैं कॉन्स्टेंटली सोच रहा हूँ पोचकन वाला रोड में मार्लो करके बंगलो देखा ही नहीं है मैं आज तक लाइफ में.
I can't
ये पूरा डॉक्यूमेंट्री देखा, ठीक है, जिसमें मर्डर हो रहे हैं पब्लिक के. ये ना मेरे को एक नहीं अच्छा लगा कि तू साला सोसाइटी को बंगलो कैसे बोल रहा है. मजा नहीं आया.
But one sec, that's why I said it's the first thing. But bro, did you, Kautuk, you've seen it? I'm assuming everyone's seen it. Aadar, you saw it?
What, the
Indrani show?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard the podcast. I took a drive. I was driving to Khandala or something. The podcast is, there's a whole true crime podcast dedicated to it, which is a 12-hour thing.
पूरा 12 घंटा लगा बॉम्बे से लोनावाला.
नहीं, to and fro जो भी, and we've been listening to it for a
to
while.
and fro भी 4 बार कर सकते हो that time.
अरे हम लोग पहले से ही सुन
Aadar
रहे
is
थे
driving to Lonavala just so he can finish the podcast.
Listen to the podcast.
इसको
It's
घास
just
में
burning
सुनने
fuel
मजा है.
for no reason.
So the second thing is, one of the moments that was a real highlight was it's considerably later in the episode where her defense lawyer is talking to camera, right? And her defense lawyer is talking to camera and
Side से बात कर रही है.
yeah, and she from the side just chimes in that typical.
Dude, so he says something, and she shouts out on the side saying, allegedly.
Allegedly,
And he just takes a moment, like he just breaks character. He's like,
And
बोल
then
दूं
he
क्या
says-
इसने किया है, बोल दूं क्या.
Right,
And
but
he's
bro-
like, control.
and he looks
Bro,
at her and he says, Indrani, 1 second, I'm in the flow, just 1 second. And it's the first time that she has just
Bro, but that wasn't when she said allegedly. Allegedly, you still understand because that's something a client would still say. She is telling him the statement that has to be used to describe the thing that has happened that he was talking about, which is a lawyer's job. He tells her
Yeah.
you have to say this. Either lawyer hai, or
I
yes,
would
that's
assume the lawyer
only
is
hai.
the one going allegedly.
Yeah,
That's
ऐसा
the
ये हो.
lawyer's job.
Lawyer भी-
bro, that scene to me just sort of encapsulated what that relationship and that case must be like, because there is so much, like, cloak and dagger, so much chal kapat that is happening in this.
Oh, it's murky.
Yeah,
It's murky.
it's just you
And-
don't know. Even like they painted the son to be this guy who was think till in the end uska bhi ek aisa दूसरा आ जाता है एक ऐसा outside the off stump bowling.
But the scariest part of it was every time Indrani Mukherjee used to look into the camera, straight into the lens, and say anything with her eyes like this big. Like, I swear to God, I finished watching, I shut the thing off, and her eyes were still on the screen. I don't know how. I don't know how to make it go away. So-
it's a Indrani D print.
yeah. So
No.
there's another one. It's called, I think, curry and cyanide, or cyanide and curry, one of them.
Yeah.
It's,
Curry and
Curry and
cyanide
cyanide.
was-
Curry and cyanide.
Again,
No,
like
it-
Aadar said, it had a
but-
podcast before, and then
The problem with curry and cyanide is this is a lot of stuff that Netflix is getting in trouble for because a lot of stuff is sub judice. And it is now, they are like a lot of people are saying that it is shifting opinion with regard to how
Oh,
things are happening. So there are a
for
lot of people are
sure.
complaining about, so it's like you are essentially, because those people aren't available, so like one side ka dikhaya, second side ka dikhaya, so it's like those are a couple of things that people are now, I'm the more I watch these, suddenly all these things start popping up on your news cycle. It's like, oh, these people are blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's crazy how, and the thing is that because you only have Indrani and her side of the conversation along with the daughter and maybe the son, it can be skewed and created and curated to what you want it to be. And you're
But
not
the- but
People
the other
sympathizing with her now because now you've
Yeah.
given her a sympathetic side of where she's able to come and say, oh, XYZ, ABC, horrific things that have happened to me also, and hence this has happened. And you know what I mean? Like, which may or may not be true. I don't know. But yeah, you're right. It paints a different side only to a person when it comes from that sort of angle.
So another true crime thing that I watched recently, which was very interesting, it's a thing called Escaping Twin Flames. Okay, so
escaping
I'll tell you.
twin flames. Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you what this is. It's a very interesting, bizarre thing. So, okay, we all know that cults exist, right, in the world. Now, this particular documentary is one of the cults that have come out in the digital age. So, this
Oh.
cult is a cult of romance. Okay, so basically what these two founders did is they said, we are twin flames. We are two souls that have come together, and they call that twin flames. So when you find your soulmate, you are twin flames that have come together. So that's their idea.
So I saw this. Yes.
Yeah. So what these people did is basically they started a cult saying ki if you are heartbroken, come to us. We'll find a way to get you together with your twin flame.
And they
Now-
pair you up and you can't choose.
So it began with people saying ki, look, I'm heartbroken. I just want help and advice. What they started telling people initially was that whoever has rejected you, they are your twin flame, and you should not stop just because they said कि मेरे को नहीं पसंद है.
Oh wow.
So they
So
started like
basically, this is a baby reindeer cult. उधर से ही सब सीख
this
के
is
जा रहे हैं।
this is
कि
baby
रुको मत,
reindeer.
तुम फॉलो करो भाई।
No, this
This
is
is baby
इसकी
reindeer.
इसकी नाम में ही हाँ है cult.
This is, yes, it is baby reindeer and that, and basically, and the thing is, the weird thing is watching this cult unfold over Zoom sessions.
Oh fuck!
Fuck.
तो ये लोग Zoom पे ऐसा बोल रहे हैं, dude, and people are getting manipulated remotely.
But this
See-
is during pandemic or like right now?
Yes, it started in
हाँ, ये ना
2019 or
पैंडेमिक
something
है
like
ना,
that.
वो टाइम वैसे भी सबकी हिल गई थी ब्रो, कि तू किसी को भी कुछ भी फांस के अभी तू ये साइड आ जा.
So they've
पब्लिक
they've
इतना पक
started
गया, सेम 4 दीवार देखी, हाँ मैं कल ज्वाइन करूंगा, नो प्रॉब्लम एट ऑल.
precisely, and
Rajesh.
people and वो लोग ऐसा, the thing is, it's so bizarre to watch a cult taking place where it starts with, hello, can you hear me? Hello, am I audible? Hello? Ah,
Can you see me?
You are now in a cult. Welcome to the cult.
Sorry, I was
Hello
on
and
mute.
welcome.
Sorry, I was on
Hello and
mute.
welcome to our new cult, a place where we take random, interesting, weird
Weird,
people
unknown,
and match
absurd
them with each
people.
other.
Bro, but in all fairness, ये भी एक cult ही है. टिस भी एक cult ही है.
अरे
जो
भाई
हमने
ये कल्ट जमा रहे हैं और आप और हम साथ में.
करेक्ट, हमने cultivate किया ये cult को.
oh,
अरे, अरे.
Wow.
so but
अगर ऐसे
if
जोक
so,
मारेंगे तो पब्लिक कल्ट ही हो जाएगी, चूतिए.
Oh,
क्या
sorry.
बात है.
Apologies.
So just
ऐसा और
to
जोक सुनने के लिए टिस अनसेंसर्ड आई है, टिकट लिंक बिलो, प्लीज बाय टिकट.
Because these are the uncensored jokes.
शो कल भी है. Sorry.
अरे yucks, let's quickly move on. So
Yeah.
the interesting thing about this whole show is to to basically also realize um how vulnerable people are taken advantage of, and proximity is not the thing that is necessary as part of that.
Mind it.
If you can get into someone's psyche, and it doesn't matter if you're near or far, you can manipulate them. So it's about that. It's about how love and connection is the most fundamental things in life, and how if you don't have that, then anyone promising that, you're willing to give them an audience, right? And it's how
Yeah.
these people basically use that. Very interesting from that point of view, terrifying, and to see it happen like this in real time, right? Over Facebook Messenger, over like literally online. It's taking place across social media, so it's pretty wild. And so that was one of the things I saw, and the last true crime thing that I saw was a thing called The Unexplained Files.
अरे ये तो भाई नेटफ्लिक्स है ना, ये भी.
Netflix है.
हाँ मस्त है.
And एक crime में देखा था, which I really liked, by the way, Fall of the House of Usher. I really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
Very well done. Mike Flanagan, always top
वो
class.
कुछ भी करता है, मस्त ही होता है.
Top class. And for those of you who don't know what it is, in one line it is, he's found a way to put together multiple different separate Edgar Allan Poe short stories, given them a narrative which is contemporary. It's about a pharmaceutical, a family that runs a pharmaceutical company, and how they meet misfortune. So if you're acquainted with the Edgar Allan Poe stories, you'll really enjoy it. If you're not, it's still a thrilling, great ride.
Also, this
And if you are not
this premise that they've taken is very similar to the opioid crisis के ऊपर एक और शो बना है Netflix पे. I forget what it's called. It's got Matthew Broderick in it.
superb
show. उसके ऊपर एक पिक्चर भी बना है जिसमें अभी उसका नाम क्या है, कैप्टन
Pain
अमेरिका.
Hustlers.
हाँ, Pain Hustlers.
Pain Hustlers. Yeah.
That is
Pain Hustlers. The show is outstanding.
नाम याद नहीं आ रहा है अभी यार, क्या Binge List. मैथ्यू ब्रॉडरिक opioid डालो, आ जाएगा शो.
एक सेकंड मैं डालता हूँ.
Netflix पे.
But I just wanted to I'm just looking for it. One second. Matthew Broderick show Netflix पे कुछ नहीं आ रहा है. Painkiller is what it's called.
Painkillers.
Painkiller.
अच्छा.
It's a great show.
By the way, did you guys watch Ripley?
No.
I've not
No.
seen it yet.
You're going to
I've seen
believe
the
it.
movie.
Believe it or not, I didn't see it.
नहीं, वो तो मैंने एक सेकंड पे देख लिया. पूरा जिंदगी बचपन Ripley's Believe It or Not देखा.
No, I said believe it or not, I didn't see Ripley.
अच्छा, sorry, I didn't hear the joke. Funny. But have you all watched the original 1998 Talented Mr. Ripley?
Yes.
Yes.
हाँ, तो
Matt
ये
Damon,
वही
हाँ.
है. But what they have done with this show is that they've taken it,
Black and white.
set it in 1960s Italy, okay, and given it a full noir vibe. And dude, when I'm saying Baba or anybody who has a filmmaking bent that they like to explore, just look at the cinematography in this fucking show. It is brilliant. It is brilliant. And even the acting, अपना Andrew Scott तो फाड़ेश है इसमें. He is too good. But just the way they've done, there are certain movies and shows you watch where they अपना बहुत एक fast होता है ना, कि अरे उतरा नीचे चढ़ा बैठा अरे पहुंच गया. That would be a typical trajectory. But isme that ठहराव of him taking the stairs, him sitting in a cab and going it, yet making it very pleasing to the eye, where even
Whole David Lynch work.
Huh?
David Lynch and Truffaut and Goda, that universe.
Bro, वही vibe है. But it is so beautifully done कि in spite of having watched the original movie that it's based on, knowing what the story is, you're still hooked. थोड़े पब्लिक को शायद एक पैसा स्लो लग सकता है, but otherwise it is damn good. It is so well made. Also, it begs the question that this cannot be adapted to modern day, because if you know the premise of it, you can't do it in. So you have to set it like back in the day,
past.
and it just adds that more element to it, because then all those things seem plausible. But regardless, definitely watch Ripley. That was one of the nice shows. And Affle जो आजकल बहुत किल कर रहा है, Affle TV.
Palm Royal.
Palm Royal तो बाप है. Nikita's hooked to it. I haven't watched it yet. She's like, it is banging.
Palm Royal.
I will start watching it. But there's two shows on that I want to recommend. One is Hijack. Idris Elba.
Idris Elba, huh?
Wow.
Must.
So much
But
fun.
Idris, but एक minute, it's one popcorn, right? It's not like one fucking intelligent mindfuck kind of show, right? It's one quick.
It's intelligent, but it is fun to watch. It's not like it's you can't not pay attention to the screen though. It's not a
ये वो
phone.
फूबार टाइप शो नहीं है, फूबार.
नहीं
बार तो
Oh
गाना
my
बजती
God.
था. हाँ.
वो आनंद शिवाजी का घर वो नहीं रे. ये
Aadar
Idris
Shivaji
Elba वाला is damn good. Plus, I have a personal bias with shows or movies that are set around hijack. मेरे को ये वाले देखने बहुत, कुछ तेरे को मालूम है उतना ही प्लेन है, उतनी ही चीजें हो सकती है, उसमें तू इनोवेट कैसे करेगा, उसमें तो क्या ला.
I also feel that you have a bias for anything that has a little bit of green on the film, because all this
Matrix.
noir, baby reindeer, all this
Matrix.
whole like vibe with this little green on the back of the lens on the sensor,
Bro,
like
but
all this
ये
only.
hijack मस्त था. और एक और शो है, it's
प्लेन
called
की पिक्चर,
Zulu.
अगर प्लेन की पिक्चर देखनी है, रेड आई विद अरे यार किलियन मर्फी,
And
really
Rachel
fun film.
McAdams. Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, and then Flight Plan, all these
Y'all
fun
are all
films
dumb.
in
अगर असली प्लेन की पिक्चर देखना, I'm sorry,
Airplane.
have you watched Fighter? I have watched Fighter.
I also watched it.
oh
Okay.
And
And
as much as a bias I have towards Ritik, like I'm full bias.
I have a bias towards
Lekin-
Air Force, so I can't help it.
I biased
I
towards
liked
Air Force
it.
also.
So
And
I
Ritik
liked
and Air
it.
Force with Deepika, अरे भारी full bias max, लेकिन
No,
yeah,
I liked
it's
it.
like Top
I
Gun.
watched
Is it
it.
like Top Gun?
It is Top Gun.
Yeah, it is Top Gun.
It is Top Gun
हाँ.
only.
अबे वही है एरोगेंट पायलट. मैं अपनी मन की करता हूँ, लेकिन फिर मैं गुड़ गए भी हूँ, और उसके
Correct.
बीच में ये पाकिस्तान ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर है, and occupied है, मालिक हम है. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't up to us, ये पूरा पाकिस्तान इंडियन ऑक्यूपाइड पाकिस्तान हो जाता था. ये था IOP, ऐसा कुछ तो एक.
like just the random jingoism.
Yeah.
That jingoism also lost its flavor, so to speak, after a point. क्योंकि you literally can't tell कि अभी इसके जगह पे, ऋतिक की जगह पे तू पठान को भेज देता या टाइगर को भेज देता, तो तेरे को मालूम ही नहीं पड़ता.
उन लोगों को जेट की भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. उन लोगों को
हाँ.
जेट की भी जरूरत नहीं.
Jet ही नहीं पड़ती. चूते, वो
By
तो
the way,
खींचा है.
I also think that jingoism comes out best from Sunny Deol. Like there is
Oh, yeah.
nobody who does it better. There is something
Nobody
in
can
his
scream.
voice,
Nobody can
delivery.
scream jingoism as much as Sunny Deol.
The conviction, man. It's the conviction.
It's
यार,
the pain in the back.
ऋतिक से तो ये नहीं होती. पाकिस्तान ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर. अबे यार ऋतिक, you're सर मैं आपके आंखों से काफी
Taking my territory was not okay.
Auntie, badam ka doodh, auntie. Who's the father? Who's the friend? More friends, right?
Oh, by the way, talking of fighter and all of these things, since we're on Bollywood, I have to tell you about this one thing, okay? So so this was something that we came across while we were literally researching for Tis Uncensored, okay? Thakur and I were at his house and we're going through YouTube. And I'm adding it as part of binge list because I think of all the things I have seen this year, this has been the most entertaining thing.
Oh, I think I know the video you're talking
Of
about.
course you know it, Baba. So Aadar, you don't know this one. So please, at the end of this episode, please go and type this in YouTube. And this is to Aadar and everybody else who's watching. Okay, it is. I'm going to tell you the full name. A Day at Salman Khan's House HQ Part 1 YouTube.
HQ stands for high quality, not something else.
Headquarters.
So it is.
Oh,
so
it
there's
has a ZTV logo embedded. वो
And
उसको
the old ZTV logo.
ओल्ड वाला ब्लू और ऐसे पिंक कलर और थोड़ा एक येलो, मतलब फुल ZTV वो वाले हम पांच ZTV
Yeah, yeah.
Hum Patch.
ये
And
2000 का वीडियो है, year
this
2000.
is part one. It's a 10-minute video of a journalist called Mayur, who who is standing, and it's such a different time, the
last name.
2000s. Okay,
Huh.
he's standing outside Galaxy apartment and he literally goes like, आजकल सलमान के खिलाफ बहुत सारे चीजें लिखे जा रही हैं, जैसे कि he is drunk all the time, he is not coming on set, he is destroying himself. हम लोग गैलेक्सी के अंदर जाएंगे और पता करेंगे क्या ये सच है.
Bro, उसने ये बोला है.
He said it.
That is the opening link of this video.
And then apparently, and then I saw they showed me the video.
Clickbait.
He's taken the elevator, ting tong, and
Ground floor.
walked into Salman's
No,
house.
No, before
Baba.
that, he's showing you the outside of the house. It's a blue door. This is 2000. It might have changed now. और उसमें बोले आप ये देख सकते हैं, हैंडल देख सकते हैं, ये भी देख सकते हैं. That shows that Salman is a man of good taste. और तू हैंडल देखेगा ना, देखो ये क्या टेस्ट है, क्या क्या चल रहा है.
Generic taste.
Looking at it with a 2024 lens, this is 20 years ago where it was
Also,
peak. It was
also
peak.
assuming that
Set
Salman
a
Khan
design.
selected the doorknob. The idea that Salman Khan picked the doorknob with his taste.
So by the way, so the thing is, in this video, okay, if you've ever wondered what does Galaxy apartment look like from the inside, well, this video has you covered, because for about 5 minutes of the 10 minutes, they have just panned all across Salman's house.
And the thing is, because it's 2000,
Inside.
this is not digital. This is beta. So you can sense that beta cam.
Oh, and they're zooming into, at one point, Mayur picks up a mobile phone and he goes like, ये है सलमान का मोबाइल फोन, इसमें है सलमान का नंबर. मैं जानता हूँ कि सारी लड़कियों को इस फोन नंबर, ये इस मोबाइल का फोन नंबर चाहिए, पर मैं नहीं दूंगा. And then he puts
Buy Salman's mobile phone number in Salman's mobile.
Yeah.
So the thing is, it's a crazy look at
Bro, and the
2000
furniture
star
is
culture.
so garish because it's 2000. Because it's 2000, the furniture is
Bro,
so garish.
if you think about it from a 2000 lens, where we have seen that it's not like we were like aesthetically, oh wow, advanced. For a 2000 ka house, that must be great.
It's-
When you look at it from a 2024 lens,
Correct.
ये क्या है, ये कौन सा प्रोड्यूसर रहता है इधर, you know what I mean? It's that sort of vibe. और ये लोग ने वो एक फेरल जर्नलिस्ट को ऐसे छोड़ दिया है सलमान के लिविंग रूम में, और वो उधर बैठ
बहुत
के ना
कुछ
ऐसा-
लिखा जा रहा है.
he has sat on every piece of furniture.
That's true.
One uncomfortable chair after another. He has sat on it, bro. एक ऐसे लोखंड का कुछ चेयर है जिसमें इतने ऐसा है वो चेयर, ऐसा है.
No, but can I also say,
अगर सो रहा है या तू वेव कर रहा है वो डांस फॉर्म, तो नहीं मालूम पड़ेगा.
bro, वो ऋतिक के लिए बनाया था. जब ऋतिक सलमान के नीचे ट्रेन कर रहा था, तो वो वहां
और
पर-
ऋतिक ने 2000 में डेब्यू किया, तो उसने एक पल का जीना उधर ही सीखा. सलमान के घर पे क्या फारा खाने देखा, अरे ये तो डांस स्टेप है.
वो बस बैठने की कोशिश कर रहा है. He's just trying to understand how to sit.
But
खाना
the
खाने
thing,
के लिए बैठने का है मेरे को.
but the thing about that is, Salman then comes to talk to this journalist, and he sits down. Bro, he's still wearing the same jeans. The jeans has not changed.
Yeah, jeans
The
has not
jeans is 2024, same Salman jeans.
Yeah.
So the other thing about this video is that Salman has a couch in his living room, okay, which is a 2-seater couch, and they have decided to shoot this interview sitting on that couch. And when I tell you that they are uncomfortably close, I really
Yeah,
mean
they're
it.
very the thumbnail itself, it's like Salman ऐसा इज्जत थोड़ा
they
ऐसे
are
बैठा हुआ है.
this
मयूर
close.
ऐसा फैल के बैठा है जिसका बाप का अपार्टमेंट है.
क्योंकि मयूर ने at one point of time बोल दिया है कि सलमान अभी मेरे बहुत साल से क्लोज फ्रेंड है. Something
So-
which we can't cross check. But मयूर ने बोल दिया है कि सलमान
but-
बहुत क्लोज फ्रेंड है.
Considering that Bhai has answered some, it's a fun interview, right? Where he's just like very candidly saying stuff, and it's the 2000s. So Bhai has that. I don't know if you remember this. The 2000s was a different accent, a different
Before-
Bhai, different
before
accent.
PR agency. हाँ.
Yeah, his accent.
was-
Yes.
It was like half American, half Jamaican,
Half call center.
Yeah.
it's like one full Belpuri of an accent. But it's a very weird and amusing time capsule. And if you are watching this, I'm sure you have an interest in this video. Go check it out.
You shan't be disappointed.
You shan't.
because that time also that एक वो था ना कि अभी तो साले विरल, मानव मंगलानी, स्नेह झला वाला ये सब लोग पब्लिक के अंदर घुस चुके हैं, घर के अंदर. तो इट्स नॉट लाइक एक्टर खुद अपना घर दिखा रहा है अभी, या वो रील शूट कर रहा है या कुछ ना कुछ. यू कैन एक्चुअली piece out together how a celebrity's house look basis all the backgrounds in the different videos. You can
all
piece
the
it
Instagram pictures
all
if you
that.
put it together.
This was appointment viewing. कि अगर तू जी टीवी पे 8 बजे फ्राइडे रात को देखेगा तो तेरे को सलमान के घर के अंदर देखने मिलेगा ब्रो. पब्लिक आ जाते थे कि नहीं भाई, कि अरे देखेंगे भाई.
तो सलमान के घर के बाहर पब्लिक आ रही है तो सलमान के घर के अंदर के लिए तो आएगा ही.
शॉकिंगली नो पब्लिक आउटसाइड हिज हाउस एट दैट पॉइंट. शॉकिंग. और वो ऐसे बिल्डिंग के कंपाउंड में चल रहा है ऐसे. तो एट वन पॉइंट ना उन लोग ने ऐसे जूम किया है ऑन अ लैंप. ऐसा नहीं लैंप कुछ अलग है कि अलादीन का चिराग है, सलमान का थोड़ा कुछ नहीं, वो लैंप है. और लैंप को ऐसे टॉप टू बॉटम उन लोग ने ऐसे देखा है जैसे
there is a Salvador
shot of
out of a lamp.
There's a Salvador Dali painting that hangs in Bhai's house at the time. I don't know if it's still there, but ये सब भी हुआ है. Like it's like it's a and this was legit
भाई-
research that we were
भाई
doing.
के
So if
घर
you come
पे
for the show,
भाई के घर पे बैंक्सी आके पेंटिंग करके जाता है बस. क्या दीवार
Yeah,
पेंट
yeah.
करने की है, बैंक्सी को बुलाओ.
तुमने पेंटिंग डाली? हाँ भाई डाली की पेंटिंग डाली. तुमने पेंटिंग डाली की नहीं डाली? यस भाई.
अरे डाली.
डाली की पेंटिंग नहीं यार, तुमने पेंटिंग डाली की नहीं. डाली की पेंटिंग नहीं, पेंटिंग डाली की नहीं भाई. जो आपने बोला था वो हो चुका है.
40 मिनट यही होता है.
ये चल रहा है पीछे.
And then eventually he goes and
And
paints
then
one Dali.
cut to Mayur. Prove that Bhai is
सलमान
not
मेरे
drunk in
बहुत
his
क्लोज
house.
फ्रेंड है, अभी नहीं कई सालों से.
Bro, but in that interview, you know how I knew he was a close friend? At one point, he tells Bhai, जब मैं आपसे पहले मिला ना, I thought you were very arrogant. And Bhai gets annoyed. He's like, then he says, नहीं, मैं बताता हूँ, आगे तो सुनो.
उसकी फट
Guts, bro,
गई
guts.
सीधा balcony से
Guts.
No,
बाहर.
but that's I think that's what Kautuk's point is. That proves that he knows Salman well. To be able to tell Salman कि भाई जब मैं आपको पहला मिला था ना आप थोड़ा
I really miss
arrogant.
journalism.
Also, this
I
is
swear.
not about
That was all-
knowing Salman,
was all
knowing
respect.
Salman well or not. Okay, this is just like if you were to say this to anybody, you know to backtrack the moment you've said this sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
that was one.
sitting in Galaxy apartment 2-seater couch while that close to Salman and saying it.
Bhai has offered him thumbs up also, huh? Which he has drank a lot of.
Yeah. भाई ने एक घोट लिया, ठीक है. This is like me at all the parties that you guys are, that people are at, right? Because I'm drinking thumbs up. Everyone else is drinking like whatever alcohol, right?
तो कैसे मालूम? भाई के थम्स अप में भी होगा बगाड़ी.
हाँ.
थोड़ी डाल रहा है कैमरा पे
अरे,
बगाड़ी.
but it started with
क्लोज फ्रेंड मयूर आया है.
भाई आजकल पी रहा है बहुत.
भाई मीर नहीं मयूर. अरे मनोज. As you can see, he's my good friend. वो मुझे मयूर के जगह पे मनोज भी बुलाए तो no problem.
Yes, Mukesh is a very good man.
Okay.
By
Alright,
the way, 1 second. कल रात को मस्त पे की एक पिक्चर देखा ब्रो, बहुत पसंद.
मडगांव एक्सप्रेस.
नहीं वो देखने का. बाय द वे स्पीकिंग ऑफ मडगांव एक्सप्रेस, आई एम ट्राइंग टू वॉच इट, बट मेरे को खेमू ने उसका सुनाया था स्क्रिप्ट 2 साल पहले. दोस्त है. एंड बाय द वे खेमू इज द वन ऑफ द फनीस्ट पीपल टू बी अराउंड. ही इज चलता फिरता स्टैंड अप है वो भाई. तो उसने स्क्रिप्ट के बारे में पहले बताया था, तो मैं तो कोशिश कर रहा था कि भाई एक ऑडिशन दे दे, मैं भी आ जाऊँ, ये वो. एंड में मिला नहीं ना ऑडिशन ना पिक्चर. वो
Thakur's every conversation with anyone pitching a script to him is भाई सुनना.
That's the thing. You come to me with मैंने स्क्रिप्ट लिखा है, I'm like ऑडिशन चालू है क्या?
हाँ, ये कैरेक्टर बहुत मस्त था. क्या होता अगर इसका नाम वरुण होता और अगर मैं उसमें
मुझे कैरेक्टर का नाम वरुण नहीं चाहिए.
हाँ.
कैरेक्टर का नाम प्रकाश रख दे चलेगा, लेकिन मुझे प्रकाश बनने दे. Anyway, so the movie I was talking about was लापता लेडीज. किरण राव ने बना.
yeah.
Dude, what a good movie. What a fantastically made, one of those like low budget, high concept where तेरे को कोई स्टार वार नहीं चाहिए इसमें. It's basic, like staying true to the area in which the movie is set, getting the people from there, speaking in that particular accent, getting the nuances.
Yeah, it's like it's the people life of.
It is Kiran Rao's people life, but so fucking well done. So like full shout out. और apparently theater में है, मैं तो Netflix पे देखा.
आया
Yeah,
था
it was there
Love and Lady theater
Simultaneous
theater
release.
में.
हाँ, simultaneous. आजकल.
Simultaneous, yeah, but don't miss it. It's really good. You know what I started liking is that a whole bunch, and because I watched that immediately, more like this में एक show
Kathal.
आया, मामला लीगल है,
Hmm.
which is again your very slice of life, lawyers की जिंदगी के ऊपर. रवि किशन है,
And Ravi Kisan.
अपना TVF वाली निधि ना, her name is Nidhi. She
Nidhi
also-
Tyagi.
Tyagi. She is also there in it. Superb. And it's very like, you know, sometimes you feel like, I feel a lot of these kind of movies and shows we are losing out on, where you're getting so much of all the other fucking stuff that simple stories, simple characters, well written, not too.
Gullak. Gullak type.
Oh, Gullak, yeah.
Yeah, yes, yeah. ऐसे और बनने चाहिए, bro. It's too good. मजा आ गया. मामला लीगल है भी
Slice
बहुत.
of life.
Slice of life
I
वाला.
saw, did you guys see 12th Fail?
नहीं
Oh,
यार.
12th Fail is very good. Yeah.
Good.
Very,
yeah,
very good.
To be अगर वो
It is
इतना award
like-
जीतता है.
Dude, I now understand why people were so pissed off at him not getting a seat right up front in all the awards. The guy has outdone himself. Vikrant Massey has killed it.
And he was always good, but yeah, इसके बारे में तो भी और ज़्यादा सुन रहे हैं 12th Fail के बाद. He's-
Vikrant slowly getting more and more massy, I feel.
Yeah.
By the way, sorry. So I was talking about the FL shows, right? When I spoke about Hijack, there was one more show, especially if you're a history buff. ठीक है, one is alternate history. वो देखने में मजा आता है. उसके ऊपर भी Abraham Lincoln का assassination के ऊपर एक पूरा शो है, The Manhunt of John Wilkes Booth. That was also there, but there's a show called The New Look. Okay, and it's basically set during World War II in Nazi-occupied France, where you know this thing, that fact we've covered, right? That Coco Chanel, Nazi time, ye wo, falana timka. So it's about the biggest designers right now who are your top level designers. So it is Chanel, Christian Dior, Balenciaga,
Hilfiger,
Allman,
Karl Lagerfeld and all of that. है.
ये सब लोग, how, because French fashion was primo. और अभी उधर नाजी आ गए. So how, what do you do? Do you shut shop? How do you fight? What can you do? So this basically combined two favorite things. Nikita's love for fashion, my love for history, put together. It is great because she is watching it from the point of view of, fuck, look at the history of some of my favorite designers. I'm watching it from the point of fucking history only in general. कि भाई कुछ भी तुम्हें को World War II दे देगा. And together it's such a well-made show, bro. When they show you 1939 to 1945, you can feel 1930.
What's it called? What's the thing called?
It's called The New Look.
The New Look.
Yeah, damn good. So do not miss that. Actually, मेरे को realize हो रहा है कि मैं बहुत बैठ के देखता हूँ shows पर.
Did
So the
you
thing is, I've been doing a lot of short films recently. The one thing I think
Say?
I started getting into. So it's all started when I started watching the Wes Anderson short films on Netflix.
Oh, yes.
So he done a
Sugar.
bunch of Roald Dahl. Yeah. So a wonderful
Oh.
story of Henry Sugar, The Swan, Ratcatcher, Poison. Great. And Ben Kingsley is great. And even this guy, मेरा भाई भी है उसमें. What's his name?
मेरा भाई.
हाँ. What's अरे कौन है?
sir.
Monkey Man में कौन?
अच्छा
नहीं,
वो
नहीं,
देव
Monkey Man
पटेल.
में
Oh, Dev Patel.
देव पटेल.
1 second.
हाँ.
मंकी मैन देखा. मैं भी दुबई गया था शो के लिए. मैंने देख लिया मंकी मैन.
ओ कैसा
How
है?
good is it?
बाप, मेरे को तो मजा. It's basically John Wick meets Slumdog Millionaire.
Nice.
Because I don't think Dev Patel can do anything in which he can't show that he is a child born out of poverty. So तेरे को वो सब poverty porn मिल जाएगा उसमें. But इसमें they have combined that with the mythology of Hanuman, and it's a slickly made movie. Like I know why
Nice.
Jordan Peele would be like, चल ये करते हैं, because
No,
It's-
by the way, a lot of people rejected him.
So
People
one sec, you're
rejected the
saying-
film. That's why he went to Jordan Peele for help.
You're saying Monkey Man's pitch is it is Jamal Wick.
good.
Jamal Vick.
Good one. Can I tell you another fun fact about Monkey Man?
Huh.
2 years ago, my friend brother was working on this show.
You
on this
auditioned
film.
for it.
And बात किया उसने मेरे को पूरा पता. I didn't get a chance to audition. Then when I watched the movie, I realized which role it is that I wanted to test for, which is finally played by Pitobash. Pitobash, मालूम है? Pitobash करके एक है. I think his name is Pitobash. He's that short guy, damn funny, great actor, and I think he fits the part a million times better than I would have in the event of me getting it. But super movie. मेरे को तो मजा आया. like for these guys, Sikandar Khair's in it. क्या role मिला है bro उसको? Super
Must.
Shubita's in it. Or Dev Patel, like for me, I'm like, what is the technical prowess where you're able to write? So they develop the script, he has directed it, and he's also acting. Man, it's a very intensive role. It's not to be able to juggle that. And again, so how the fuck do they shoot it so well? Bro? They make even the most mundane shots look so bloody
No,
good.
because it's a slow process. I've been shooting for the last 4 months. It's a long process. We shoot one scene before lunch, one scene after lunch, and it can be a page. So we're doing 2 pages at most. And
A
then
whole
there is
day?
a B unit. Yeah. And then there is a B
Wow.
unit. So all the other, so now what's the economical part about it is the B unit is running, doing all the other shots like walking shots, random driving shot. So all those things are getting taken care of by a B unit, which is extremely competent as well. So then you can concentrate only on the scene. So when the scene has to happen, it's like 30, there was a point where there were 30 people around me to make my one close-up look right. And it's like, now you're like, okay, so you are completely gone like, acha, nahi, meko tension ki zarurat nahi hai because the shot is going to look great. So I just have to concentrate on, like, I don't have to worry
get
about
through
anything.
17 pages of dialogue immediately before
yeah.
light goes
Yeah,
in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah. There's 20
So-
people panicking about the light, so I don't have to panic about it. I just have to be there on cue and do my job. So there is a method to it, which is very slow and precise.
I watched a few stand-up specials in this time.
Oh, Dimitri
worth
Martin,
talking
please
about.
watch the new Dimitri Martin special. Really funny.
What is it called? The Dimitri thing?
Shit. One second, I'll pull it up. And he
it's
names them
again
really
part of
silly
some three,
names.
na?
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
But he
exactly.
always
It's again
does
part
like,
of some three.
So the ones I saw, 2 of them I really, really enjoyed. I'll tell you all 4 and then I'll tell you the ones I enjoyed the most. So Crazy Good by Neil Brennan was nice. Hello World, Nate Bargatze.
oh yeah.
But the 2 ones I enjoyed the most were Hot Cross Buns by Dave Attell.
Not watched it.
Hot Cross Buns is
I'm
very good.
assuming
Sunke hi maza lag
assuming
raha
it's classic Attell and it's damn funny, right?
It's very funny and it's very silly toward the end. And it's just classic, like almost one-liners, but very well put together.
Yeah.
And the other one was Shane Gillis's Beautiful Dogs.
I'm surprised you haven't seen the Maleni one.
I haven't seen Malini yet.
Oh,
but
Malini, that's also nice. I saw parts of it, and I'm really like. So the Dimitri Martin special is called Dimitri Deconstructed. So he is saying a joke, and then he's talking about what's going on inside his head while he's saying the joke at times. And if the joke is
Oh.
bombing, then there's another. So it's like it's this weird thing that's happening
That's good.
during the show, and you're following. You cannot not pay attention to the screen. You can't just walk around. There's visual gags. He's using stuff which is just like with the notepad and all. So it's like you have to look at it. It's not just something you can put in your ears and do your laundry or something.
Must.
मैंने बहुत
Yeah,
टाइम
but-
से stand-up special नहीं देखे हैं, I feel. Like
Yeah.
I've seen clips here and there, like, but I've not actually sat through. The last special I actually watched was Kanan's, which was really, really good.
On YouTube, na?
The
Yeah.
last one. This is it. This is it, right? Is this it? दोनों
काफी टाइम हो गया.
नहीं अभी दो
Is this it? अभी उसका नया वाला This Is It है, पुराना वाला Is This It था.
नहीं, who is this? अरे जो भी बहुत Kanan का special
This
था.
is that. This is that.
That is
Why
that
is
is
who?
Who is that?
But guys, which is
When
it?
what's
This
the
is
time?
that.
Where is it?
It's on YouTube.
There is that.
Huh?
Acha, anybody watching animation? Anybody is watching animation?
No. But please
Hey,
tell
man.
me.
Okay,
Animatics
I
kar raha hai.
rewatched all of this again. Avatar Last Airbender. I just rewatched. The show came out. I saw 3 episodes of the show and I was like, nope. And I started watching the cartoon again because the cartoons just phenomenal.
Oh,
There are some
yeah.
things that it's so hard to put into like life. क्या बोलते हैं? Not from like actually shoot it. It's just there's something unique about the cartoon that can be pulled off, which cannot be done in live action.
One of the best things I'd read about this was that you should write in animation the way that you cannot render in any other medium.
Yes.
That justifies the thing. And I think like
Yeah.
Airbender is one of those.
Yeah.
Just a few things. One show that Sidhi has really liked was Shogun, which came out.
Yes. It's fantastic. Apparently, I
Yeah,
need to
she
watch.
really
That's
liked
my
it.
next. That's my next one.
And three books that I would recommend. So the first one is on parenting. In case you're the new parent, old parent, or about to be parent, then do check out this book. It's called All Joy, No Fun. I
Sorry,
forget
but
who it's
Kautuk, the
by.
phrase old parent is very funny because I don't know if you mean the parent itself is old.
Or you've been a
whichever
parent for a long time.
whichever type of old parent you are, you can check this book out. It is All Joy, No Fun. Wonderful book on parenting. With like, there's a the great insights. So basically, a lot of books on children are written from the point of view of how do parents help the kids. This book is written from the point of view of how do kids change parents. So that sort of thing is very interesting. And the other two books, I got very interested in the Crusades for some reason.
Like the Crusade.
The
The
Crusades.
parenting books and crusades.
The Crusades. Okay, that took place in the
The Knights
1100s.
Templar Crusade.
Knights Templar.
Huh.
So I got very interested in it.
What is this
By the way-
comedy? People dying, true crime, baby.
But that's
Like-
how people consume
Crusades.
content. Na? It's a bhelpuri of everything.
Yeah, I read a little nugget of something online, and then I was so intrigued. It was about King Baldwin the Fourth and stuff like that. So I was like, I need to know more about it. So I started reading. So there is a book called The Crusades, written by Terry Jones, who was a member of the Monty Python troupe. And he's written a wonderful book on the proper informative historical book on the Crusades. It's a great book. That, and then there's a Umberto Eco book called Borderlino, which is also very good. So you can check those out in case you are interested in the cruise. Can I just tell you one small side story? So in the so when Ira used to wake up in the night to feed, so while CD was feeding her, I had nothing to do. So what I would do is I would read out passages from the Crusades to entertain
Which is
CD
interesting
and
for the
To
child.
entertain who exactly?
me
But
and
agar sulana hai, yeah, honestly, the
so-
child baby is not understand. First of all, better use of words because it's well written as opposed to the same rhymes over and over again. And he is also interested, and she gets to sleep because वो bore होके सो भी जाएगी.
Just one thing, podcast called What Now, Trevor Noah. It's interesting. It's good time pass. It's like, when you're thinking, and it's very informative as well. So it's
So, podcast अभी आजकल मैं, when people used to say, I listen to you to sleep, और हम लोग बोलते साला तू सुन रहा कैसे अगर तू सो रहा है मैं लास्ट इतने टाइम से वो ही कर रहा हूँ because just like after Rogan you got like a whole bunch of variety, right? Lex Friedman, ये वो Theo Vaughn, फलाना ढिमका, तो उसमें लेक्स फ्रीडमैन के थोड़े मस्त वाले जॉन मर्शमायर के साथ एक है which is really good on geopolitics. You should definitely listen to it. There's a guy called Paul Rosley who's वो जो man eaten by anaconda था याद है पहले एक आया था. He's a conservationist, but he's got stories about his entire time when he was in the Amazon. I think you should definitely check out. And they do the entire run of all these guys. So they start with a Rogan, go to a Lex Friedman, go to a Theo Vaughn, go to an Andrew Schultz. तो वो सब जगह जा रहा है. But उसका सुनो और उसके साथ एक Graham Hancock. तो obviously if you've not watched Ancient Apocalypse, you should listen.
Ancient Aliens.
आदमी बेस्ट
Arey,
लगता है
dude,
और
he
उसके
is
सब
so
कुछ
interesting to listen to.
too
Him
good.
and Andrew Huberman. Huberman was also lot of fun to listen to.
So, and one final thing, please जाके last 5 वीडियो जो ध्रुव राठी ने निकाला है वो देखो. I am just recommending it to everybody. I think it's literally doing the job of what media in the country should be doing. So if you haven't already, go check out his last 4-5 videos. Even Mohak Mangal karke ek hai. He's also got a few really good ones in the recent past that he's done. So go check those guys out and vote karo. Vote karo.
Hey, you're on mute, Baba.
Sorry, votings. On that note.
Yeah, chalo. On that note, that's the end of this episode of the Internet Said So. We were discussing Binge List 4, stuff that we have watched, seen, read, or heard in the recent past. Just another reminder to make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, and buy tickets that are left for the TIS Uncensored Tour. We can't wait to come and do the show in your city. And like you mentioned up top, we are going to be floating a few links. So please go fill whatever you can, and we'll see you at the shows. And that's it. And whatever else we've missed out on, we'll just put it
Sure.
out. in the
Unless
comments.
I brain fart and I don't give the link by the time you watch the episode, we'll try and put it on our Insta handle ka bio. So
Yeah,
that then you can
it'll
see it.
be somewhere there.
Yeah, and just a few other things. Yes, we will be coming back to the cities where it's already sold out. We will be coming back hopefully later in the year. So in case you've missed out this time, don't worry, we will be back. Also on 8th May, we're doing a show in Mumbai, so you can check the link below. It's going to be at Habitat. And on 4th May, I'm doing a show with Siddharth Dudeja in Bandra, so you can also get the links below. And if you have watched anything interesting or seen anything interesting
Yeah,
or have
yes.
found an interview with a celebrity from the 2000s, please put it in
Especially
the
with
comments.
Mayur. If there are any more Mayur interviews that you can find, please.
Please.
एक sitcom दे दो Fisk जैसा. Thank you.
Yeah.
Chalo. On that note, it's that's it from this episode. Goodbye. Take care. Bye bye. Salamish. और मयूर को ढूंढ के
Yes.
उसके प्रोफाइल पे जाके लिख के बोलो यू आर गुड फ्रेंड्स विद सलमान खान
ये मत करना प्लीज.
क्यों करना करने क्या प्रॉब्लम है एक और टास्क